Well, let's open this can of ums. Okay, imagine you're a British bureaucrat in 1902. You're sitting in your office in Delhi, sweating through your colonial uniform, and you've got a problem. Cobras, everywhere. Venomous ones, killing people. Your boss is screaming at you to fix it. So you have what you think is a brilliant idea. What an unusual trap you find yourself in, huh? You announce, "We'll pay people for every dead cobra they bring us." Boom. Problem solved, right? Incentivize the solution. Economics 101. Free market at work. And it works. Holy shit, it actually works. Dead cobras start pouring in. Thousands of them. The numbers look incredible. You're about to get promoted. Then someone knocks on your office door. Then, unknown to you, comes the reveal. "Sir, the cobras aren't going away." "What do you mean? Look at all these dead cobras." "Sir, people are breeding them." "Oh. Oh no. Duh. People weren't hunting wild cobras. They were running cobra farms, raising snakes specifically to kill them and collect your money. You didn't reduce the cobra population. You created an entire cobra breeding industry. Congratulations. You just played yourself." Then, being as wise as you are, you somehow witness disaster. So you panic and cancel the program. And that's when the real nightmare begins. Because now everyone in Delhi is sitting in basements full of worthless cobras. So they do the only rational thing. They open the cages and release thousands of breeding cobras into the streets. The cobra population doesn't just go back to where it started, it explodes. You didn't solve the problem, you made it catastrophically worse. Your boss doesn't promote you. Your boss might actually murder you. This disaster was so legendary, it got a name: the Cobra Effect. Now here's where it gets terrifying. This wasn't a one-time mistake. This is a pattern. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's like finding out every building in your city has the same fatal design flaw. Come on now, let me show you. We will be surrounded by the rats for some time now. French colonial government. Hanoi. Rat problem. Someone says, "Let's pay people for rat tails." Genius, right? What could go wrong? Everything. Within weeks, the streets are full of rats, with no tails. People were catching rats, cutting off the tail, collecting the bounty, then releasing the rat. Why kill your source of income? Now you've got a city full of rats that can't balance properly because they have no tails. The rat population skyrocketed. The Cobra Effect. Again. Then there comes Soviet nails. Soviet Union. 1950s. They want to measure factory productivity. So they judge factories by the weight of nails produced. Smart, right? More weight equals more nails equals more productivity. Except factories started making giant nails, like comically large, completely useless. But they weighed a ton. Mission accomplished? So the Soviets switch metrics. Now it's the number of nails. And factories immediately start making the tiniest, most worthless nails imaginable. Thousands of nails that break if you look at them wrong. The metrics looked perfect. The economy collapsed. The Cobra Effect. Every single time. You must have recognized the pattern by now. Of course you are the smart one. Smart people. Logical solutions. Catastrophic failure. And it's not that these officials were stupid. It's that they didn't understand a fundamental rule. When you create an incentive, humans don't optimize for your goal. They optimize for the incentive. And those two things are almost never the same. Now I have a very modern example for you. Our very own war on drugs. Oh, but that was the past. We're smarter now. Are we? Let's talk about the war on drugs. 1980s. Reagan declares war on drug trafficking. The plan? Arrest dealers, seize drugs, lock everyone up. Make drug dealing so dangerous and unprofitable that the supply dries up. 40 years later, drug cartels are more powerful, not less. Why? Because arresting low-level dealers created a vacuum. More violent organizations filled it. Drug prices increased because the risk went up. Higher prices equals more profitable. Users got pushed underground where they couldn't get treatment. addiction got worse. We now have the highest incarceration rate on Earth, and more drugs than ever. The Cobra Effect. We bred the Cobras. I'm not done yet, you see. One effect happening in every household globally, at the very moment, a very modern example. Social media. Let's dissect and have a good look at social media. Facebook wanted to reduce misinformation, so they used engagement as the metric. Posts with more likes, shares, comments get boosted. Seems logical. People engage with good content, right? Wrong. People engage with outrage. The algorithm didn't boost the truth. It boosted anger, fear, and conspiracy theories. Because that's what makes people click. Misinformation didn't decrease. It became the most profitable content on the platform. The Cobra Effect. They tried to fix misinformation by creating a system that rewards misinformation. Or standardized testing. Schools wanted to measure learning, so they created tests. Then they started judging schools and teachers by test scores. The second test scores became the target. Education stopped being about learning. Teachers started teaching to the test. Schools cut art, music, critical thinking, anything not on the test. Some schools literally expelled struggling students before test day to boost their averages. Test scores went up. Education collapsed. The Cobra Effect. The metrics looked great. The students learned nothing. Here's what keeps me up at night. Every single one of these policies was designed by smart people, educated experts, good intentions, logical plans. And every single one backfired. Not just failed, made things worse. Because complex systems don't work like simple machines. You can't just pull a lever and get the outcome you want. Humans adapt. We find loopholes. We game the system. We breed the cobras. So the next time a politician says they have a simple solution to a complex problem, the next time someone announces a new policy with metrics and incentives, ask one question. What are people actually being rewarded to do? Not what the policy says. What people will actually do to maximize their reward. Because history has taught us one lesson over and over. Most solutions don't fix problems. They just breed more cobras. And the worst part? We keep doing it. Right now, there are bureaucrats somewhere creating the next Cobra Effect. And they think they're being brilliant. Just like the guy in Delhi in 1902. Haha, seems like we never learn.